it doesn't necessarily have to be done by the healthcare provider itself, but it was a system that was already created in the landscape there. John, in Vietnam, how did this work? I'm looking at your graph, and I'm just understanding from 20 to 350 people in a time when there's a pandemic. I guess expedited. How's that journey there? What worked in Vietnam?
Sure. Thank you.
So let's give a big hand to these student leaders to bring the training to you. Why don't you give them a big hand to them?
So, thanks to the other panelists. I think they gave it really good tones about everyone about this matter too. So the way we see here is basically there are three types of analytics. One is descriptive analytics, using historical data to make comparison or discover patterns. So this is the most commonly way been used. There's a lot. It was always been used in medical science and research purpose before, but now the doctors start to adopt more. The second type was about predictive analytics, using current and historical data to make predictions. So before pandemic, it was a way too less about this one, but now after pandemic, the hospital are more open to do this part about predictive analysis too. And the last one is the most advanced one, which is about to start right now here, I'll say, which is about prescriptive analytics, using machine learning to generate predictions that point order to the course of action. So with the culture and the situations and also the amount of data, it did not get the best support from the patients yet, because the main point is about if something predictions coming from the data, ultimately who will take the responsibility of a situation which is not positive yet? Is it going to be a doctor, is it going to be a hospital, or is it going to be an IT system? And how do we sue an IT system example? So there are a few other things as well too. But a few things I wanted to mention this is probably a little bit surprising strange, is about the coordinating of pharmaceutical industry, where it promises to maximize the value of medicines and improve the quality of prescribing as well too. So this leads to us the next big applications of healthcare. So I want to share with you, so there are a few of the case studies already happening, what I just said about this one started in Vietnam. So like in one of the companies applying, it is Express, one of the hospitals is applying is Express Script. I believe that many of them are familiar about that as well too. It's a third-party organization that manages medicines coverage for clients, clinics, patients to provide health insurance plan. So as an example, one organization has a big amount of data, let's say millions of patients data example, which include everything to the patient's clinical and behavioral characteristics example. So now when having this on health and using an Express Script, the patients can and getting a much more better support than doctor or nurse manually reminding them about taking the medications on time. Like that example, for a severe case, patients normally take a lot more medications, but in the chronic cases, one of the biggest issues are heard the most as the patients, because they just don't want to take the medication anymore or just keep forgetting taking the medications. So this is the part about this data analytics part quite successfully started to implement in Vietnam, and I just like to share with you. So even some of the statistics hospitals are saying it's increased in terms of taking drugs for chronic disease who have already been suffered more than 5 years, 10 to 15% by just using this method with Express Script with the data analytics background.
Thanks. So